The truth is, most people can't fully recover or protect their health because we often address symptoms in isolation, taking a fragmented approach treating pain as it arises, using medication to suppress symptoms. Only when chronic pain persists do we start restricting our diet. Only when our bodies become sluggish and weight gain gets out of control do we hastily begin exercising. Only when insomnia is relentless do we seek ways to improve sleep. Only when physically and mentally exhausted do we remember the need to rest. But we need to understand that health is a holistic system where every aspect of life from diet, rest, exercise, to sleep is intricately linked and requires synchronized care. If we don't eat properly, no matter how diligently we exercise, we won't metabolize well or fully recover our health. If our rest doesn't truly achieve peace and deep immersion, or if our sleep isn't deep and sufficient, it will silently sabotage all efforts in exercise or healthy eating. If we eat and sleep well, but exercise too much or too little, our bodies will still fall out of balance. This is why Dr. Ron Jergy proposed a comprehensive healthcare model based on 4 foundational pillars: nutrition, rest, exercise, and sleep. In the previous part of his book, The 4-Pillar Plan, we thoroughly explored the first 2 pillars, the foundational elements for nourishing and restoring the body, nutrition and rest. In this section, we will continue to explore the remaining 2 pillars, exercise and sleep. These are the crucial keys to regenerating energy, maintaining flexibility, and helping the body return to a state of deeper balance. Are you exercising too much or too little? What's the right amount of exercise for a whole week? Consider this case. Sarah, a 30-year-old female employee, loved to exercise. Every morning, she woke up early to run in the park, and in the evening, she went to the gym. She maintained a healthy diet, was always disciplined, and diligently followed all her routines. In everyone's eyes, she was very healthy. However, she was often confused, not understanding why despite her diligent training, she frequently caught colds, suffered from continuous minor illnesses, had reduced immunity, easily experienced insomnia and shallow sleep, and her menstrual cycle was irregular with lighter flow, and her mood was prone to unpredictable changes. These are classic signs of overexercising. Dr. Jerry believes that unless you are a professional athlete or work in a physically demanding job, it's not necessary to engage in high-intensity, continuous exercise every day. In modern society, exercise has become an indispensable part of life, even seen as a symbol of health and beauty. Many aspire to an attractive physique with toned muscles, spending over an hour daily lifting weights at the gym. Some also believe that the more they train, the stronger their bodies become, and that higher intensity, more calories burned, and more sweat mean greater effectiveness. However, Dr. Chet warns that excessive training adds burden and stress to the body, especially for those who are already injured or fatigued. This aligns with the view of traditional Eastern medicine, which posits that sweat is a fluid of the heart, and yang kai asterisk is lost with sweat. Excessive sweating, due to overexertion, not only depletes bodily fluids, but also risks depleting asterisk yang kai asterisk. If we consistently engage in intense exercise, we will deplete a lot of asterisk chi asterisk and blood, and their recovery rate often cannot keep pace with the depletion rate. Exercise is a double-edged sword. Used correctly, it can protect health. Used incorrectly, it can become a weapon that harms the body. Therefore, no matter what type of exercise you do, the most important factors to adhere to are moderation and consistency. You need to find a workout rhythm that suits you personally, avoiding excessive energy depletion. Dr. Chet suggests an exercise plan suitable for most people, based on the principle that anywhere can be your gym. In reality, the necessary daily amount of exercise can be easily achieved if we know how to plan our workouts simply. To help people easily maintain an exercise routine, Dr. Chet shared some simple tips that don't require too much time, effort, or mental preparation. And the first golden exercise is walking. Many people love running for the feeling of conquering long distances and the exhilaration after sweating profusely. However, a study on marathon runners showed that those who regularly engage in long-distance running have a higher risk of heart disease compared to average individuals. And after a few years, many start experiencing knee pain and discomfort. This doesn't mean running is bad or that you shouldn't run at all, but rather that you shouldn't run continuously and need to pay attention to correct posture when you do run. In contrast, there's a more knee-friendly exercise: walking. Walking is not just a simple form of exercise, it's also a great starting point for someone who is sedentary to gradually achieve an optimal level of physical activity. Dr. Chet advises us to walk about 10,000 steps a day. However, this number isn't rigid. You don't need to complete it all at once. You can gradually reach the goal throughout the day. It's not necessary to walk 3 to 5 km continuously in one go. The key is to seize every opportunity. Integrating movement into your daily activities will help you achieve this goal more easily. For example, set an alarm after every 45 to 60 minutes of sitting to stand up and walk around a bit. Or, for office workers, a gentle 10-minute walk after lunch is an excellent option. When commuting to or from work, try to create opportunities to walk. For instance, you could get off one stop early and walk the rest of the way to the office or home. Additionally, Dr. Chet advises trying to walk as much as possible in the morning. The latest research shows that more exposure to morning light helps burn excess fat and aids in weight loss. Moreover, walking in the morning sun is a method to improve sleep quality, which we'll discuss later. If 10,000 steps aren't feasible, walking around 6,000 to 8,000 steps daily is also considered a relatively healthy amount. The intensity of walking should be adjusted to suit each individual's physical condition, age, and exercise habits. View the 10,000 step target as a reminder that you shouldn't continuously overexercise daily, nor should you sit for too long or walk too little. When you start seeing everywhere as your gym, you'll find life constantly offers you countless opportunities to live healthier. Next, the second exercise plan is to perform 2 muscle strengthening sessions each week. We often think that muscles only serve to increase strength and sculpt an attractive physique. However, in reality, muscles play a crucial role in many daily activities. Each time a muscle contracts, our body releases various signaling cells. Among them, IL-6 is particularly important because it possesses anti-inflammatory properties. Furthermore, when you have more muscle mass, your body has more storage capacity to process sugar from the food you consume, helping to control the risk of type 2 diabetes. This becomes even more critical for those over 30 because, from this age, natural muscle loss begins, metabolism slows down, and bone density decreases. Just like the brain, muscles need to be maintained through strength exercises. Therefore, training your muscles at least twice a week is absolutely essential to protect and maintain your health. However, you don't necessarily need to go to the gym or use specialized weights. You can easily wear your everyday clothes and perform simple yet effective exercises right at home. Dr. Chet suggests the following exercise routine beneficial for major muscle groups. First, perform 5 to 10 squats. You can consult fitness professionals to ensure correct form, avoiding knee pain. Then, do 5 to 10 calf raises. Stand tall, raising your heels as high as possible. You can use a wall or cabinet for balance. Next, 5 to 10 push-ups. Following that, 5 to 10 triceps dips by placing your hands behind you on a stable surface like a chair seat, dining table, or sofa armrest. Then use your arm strength to raise and lower your body. Finally, perform 5 to 10 lunges on each side, stepping 1 foot forward and bending your knee instead of squatting. This routine consists of 5 time-efficient movements that can target 90% of major muscle groups, from your core and legs to your upper body, helping you train your full body muscles. Next, we move on to action plan number 3, 2 high-intensity interval training, HIIT sessions per week. We shouldn't overdo continuous strenuous exercises, but neither should we let our bodies become too accustomed to overly light workouts. The core principle of HIIT isn't to exercise continuously for a long time at a constant intensity, but to break the workout into short bursts with intermittent rest periods. During these short bursts, you need to use your maximum speed and strength, which helps you achieve a sufficiently challenging workout for your heart without overexerting yourself. The most effective HIIT workout is one where you sweat, your heart races, and you breathe heavily. Challenging your body twice a week at this level is just enough to boost cardiovascular health and overall body resilience. This exercise can also improve insulin sensitivity, significantly reducing the risk of type 2 diabetes, while also enhancing mitochondrial function in cells, improving overall body performance. The most dangerous visceral fat is also primarily burned through this high-intensity training. Dr. Chet shared a simple training method that can be easily incorporated at any time of day. When you go for a walk, aim to walk as fast as you can for 1 minute. Then, reduce your pace to normal for about 30 seconds and repeat the fast walking for another minute. Initially, you can try this once or twice, then gradually increase to 2 to 3 times at different points throughout the day. Once your body gets used to it, you can perform 5 high-intensity interval walks, totaling only about 10 to 15 minutes. Each week, challenge yourself to see if you can cover more distance within the same 1-minute interval. This is an enjoyable and effective process that helps you accumulate workouts without needing to dedicate excessive time. You will see significant improvements in your health, and each day will become an opportunity to enhance your body's capabilities. The fourth action plan is to engage in spontaneous movement 3 to 4 times a week. For children, this type of spontaneous movement is called play. Do you remember how you used to play as a child? Sometimes you would run and jump around the house, play hide and seek, or jump rope with your friends. As adults, we hardly play anymore. But in reality, such spontaneous movements are highly beneficial for our physical and mental health. Don't think that exercise is only effective if you dedicate a continuous 30 minutes to an hour at a time. In fact, just 3 to 4 spontaneous exercise sessions each week can bring many benefits. In the book, Dr. Chet introduces a set of spontaneous exercises that can be performed during breaks. First, lean against a desk or workbench and do 3 push-ups. Next, perform 5 jumping jacks. Then, 5 lunges, meaning stepping 1 foot forward and bending your knee to lower yourself. Finally, repeat 5 push-ups. These simple and convenient spontaneous movements will help your body relax quickly and replenish the necessary physical energy throughout the day. Finally, there's an incredibly important exercise we often overlook: working your glute muscles at least once a day. In life, we often think of our glutes as just for sitting. But in reality, the gluteus maximus is one of the most crucial muscle groups in the body. It's a foundational muscle group. If it weakens or lacks development, it leads to a cascade of detrimental reactions in other muscle groups, such as rounded back, slumping shoulders, difficulty lifting legs, back pain, and so on. Dr. Chet once studied under a master in biomechanics. This expert put forth the view that body movement requires a balance between flexion and extension. However, modern humans often fail to maintain this balance. From waking up to going to sleep, our lives are constantly in a state of flexion. Every time we bow our heads to look at our phones, we create a significant burden on our neck joint. We sit for breakfast, sit for work, hunch over our desks all day, then return home and curl up on the sofa. This prolonged state of body flexion causes many serious problems, such as flat feet, outward-pointing knees, spinal deformities, forward head posture, and so forth. The key to maintaining body balance is combining extension and flexion. To know if your body is in balance, observe your head and neck posture. When your neck is straight and your head is slightly tilted back, your body will naturally stand upright. Shoulders open and lowered. This is a balanced posture. At this point, your glute muscles are activated. You can practice this posture by placing a book on your head. Dr. Chet advises that whether at home or at work, the best approach is not to sit for too long. Stand up and move around. You can also perform simple stretching exercises to alleviate the body's flexed state. Then combine it with a simple glute exercise to balance flexion and extension. First, find a step and place 1 foot on it. Lean forward and stretch your arms out as far as possible. At this moment, you should feel your glute muscles stretching. When you feel the stretch reach its maximum or most comfortable point, you can stand back up straight. Repeat this movement 3 to 5 times, then switch legs. Persistently perform this exercise several times a day to help train your glute muscles. When your body maintains a balanced posture, your health will improve and illnesses will gradually recede. So that concludes a comprehensive exercise plan for the movement pillar, along with a side tip that I believe will greatly contribute to your health improvement. That is practicing deep, focused breathing combined with daily qigong exercises to promote chi and blood circulation. One exercise I highly value, and that has helped me improve my health daily without consuming too much time, is Badoengine. Just about 10 minutes a day, performed regularly, helps you distinctly feel health improvements, from enhanced blood circulation to alleviating life stresses. Finally, the fourth core pillar for building a healthy lifestyle is sleep. In reality, many people don't truly understand their own sleep quality. Let's do a quick test to see what your current sleep quality is like. First, do you feel awake and full of energy when you wake up? Second, can you wake up naturally every morning without an alarm? Third, can you fall asleep quickly within 30 minutes of getting into bed? The scoring for each question is as follows. Never or very rarely is 0 points. Sometimes is 1 point. Frequently is 2 points. If your total score is below 6, it means you need a plan to improve your sleep quality. Below are 5 effective ways to improve sleep that Dr. Chet has used to help many patients recover their health. First, let's start with the sleep environment. You need to keep your bedroom completely dark. Darkness is the strongest signal to the body that it's time to rest, and it also stimulates the secretion of melatonin, the main hormone that helps the body relax and easily fall asleep. Therefore, make sure your bedroom has blackout curtains 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Avoid electronic devices. Try not to bring electronic devices into the bedroom. Ideally, don't have a TV in the room. All online entertainment activities should take place in the living room. When you enter the bedroom, the sole goal is to sink into sleep in a quiet, dark space. The second point is to be active outdoors for 20 minutes each morning. Along with managing darkness, to get good sleep, we also need to absorb morning light. In our eyes, the photoreceptor system on the retina is most sensitive to short wavelength blue and green light, and in nature, we only receive this type of light in the morning. When this optical information is transmitted to the body's central biological clock, it acts like a responsible housekeeper, coordinating and synchronizing all external biological clocks and the body's physiological cycles. If we wake up, spend time indoors, travel in enclosed vehicles, and work in buildings all day, our bodies won't be exposed to natural light. This reduces the amount of light the body receives, causing significant disruption to our intrinsic circadian rhythm. Therefore, in the morning, you can spend 15 to 20 minutes enjoying breakfast in a naturally lit space or having a morning tea outside. If that's not possible, you can try other ways, such as waking up a bit earlier, walking your pet, or doing qigong in a nearby park. These are excellent ways to get early morning light exposure. Next, third, establish a pre-sleep preparation phase. We need to understand that in addition to the central biological clock, the body's various organs and systems such as the liver, blood pressure, memory, hormone secretion, emotions, and thoughts also have their own biological clocks. Therefore, to easily achieve quality sleep, we must strive to support all bodily systems. The best approach is to complete all physical activities before 6:30 p.m. and turn off electronic devices by 8:30 p.m. During this time, you can read books that don't require too much thought, listen to calming music, perform some stretching exercises, or take a warm bath to relax. Then, around 9:30 p.m., get into bed and prepare for sleep. If you can't adhere strictly to these times, you can adjust them to fit your reality. But the important thing is that no matter when you go to bed, the pre-sleep preparation phase is absolutely essential. Then, the fourth point, avoid emotionally stressful activities before bed. Steer clear of things that can cause anxiety or conflict with others in the evening, such as discussing emotional issues, starting new work, or checking bank accounts. Do not drink coffee after noon. Caffeine is the strongest factor that can disrupt your sleep. It has a half-life of about 6 hours. If you drink coffee in the afternoon, caffeine will still be in your system when you go to bed. If you feel tired in the afternoon, you can replace it with herbal tea, lemon water, or mineral water. There's a saying, life is a series of choices. Different choices lead to different lives. Every action we decide to take, just one more snack today. Wake up and walk or sleep in. I'll exercise tomorrow, I don't feel like it today. Just finish this episode before bed. All these choices are shaping our lives, and our body and mind are mirrors reflecting how we are living. Are we peaceful? Are we happy? Are we healthy? Let each of your days be a series of choices without regrets. Stop regretting procrastination again and again. Stop blaming yourself for not achieving your plans. Many people can't maintain habits because they lack a clear plan or their goals are too big to sustain. Starting with simple things, making small changes from the first steps, is what helps us persevere and endure. The 4-pillar plan for building a healthy lifestyle is actually about very simple habits. It doesn't demand sudden changes or create pressure, but rather gradually integrates methods and lifestyle habits in the most natural and balanced way. So, improve little by little. As you gradually increase the number of methods from 2 to 4, then from 4 to 8, your health will become increasingly robust. Throughout this journey of change, you will experience continuous transformation, learn patience, become resilient through effortless efforts, and most importantly, you will learn how to love yourself. Let life be a series of gentle and balanced enjoyments. I wish you a healthy body, an energetic spirit, and steady steps on all paths of life.